class. Hi, this is Dr. Earls checking in with you during our week 3 assignments, and this is going to be your first model analysis paper you'll be submitting by week's end. Again, I just want to point out, in the grading rubric you are asked to show thorough familiarity with the contents you've been assigned to address in your paper. So in the case of the Simple Church book, you're covering clarity, movement, alignment, and focus. So you're wanting to show and address a sentence or two on each of those principles given in those 4 sections, and there's 5 in each one. So as in clarity, you're dealing with defining, illustrating, measuring, discussing, increasing the understanding of everyone regarding the reason we're here, making it clear. Again, the responsibility of leadership is to communicate vision clearly, constantly, and creatively, to make that vision casting in such a manner that people can hear it, understand it, own it, and then apply their hearts and hands and heads to helping bring it about. So definitely, again, as we've talked about, that involves many other things, especially character, competence, and chemistry. But the matter of what you're working on with Simple Church is just to help understand there are these elements in a healthy church that are needing to be addressed and brought forth by the leadership. And so in your paper, again, you want to address those 20 points that they stress in describing what are the essentials for a healthy church to be experienced and developed further. And then with your assignments on your model analysis, you're asked to do a reflection, and the reflection will be different for each of the 4 model analyses you are doing. So make sure you watch that in your rubric and follow that. And then again, your grammar and punctuation work will be graded on each paper as well. Well, I want to stress again, for your final project, to be clear on what I'm looking for and what's expected in that. And you will be developing 3 elements primarily with the final project. You can make reference to or highlight key things of the 4 model analyses you've studied to segue into giving what your ideal church structure will be like. But in your ideal church structure you're developing in the final project, I want to see one of 3, all these 3 things. 1, how your first work of encouraging, equipping, engaging your members, your people of your church, whether you're a pastor, a staff person, or a lay leader, how you will assist in them carrying out the Great Commission, engaging their friends and contacts who are not Christians yet, and how they'll be helped to share Christ with them. Secondly, how will those responding to the members witness for Christ and sharing His gospel that say yes or want to go further with Christ, and they show up and want to participate in your church's ministry in that journey of following Christ, or even as a seeker? How will you assimilate them into small groups that can, one, if they're saved, nurture, develop, and then send them out to be on mission with Jesus, sharing His good news with their circles of friendships, or being such incubators that it helps those seekers to step over the line and become Christ followers and committed to Christ, and then to become, yes, fishermen and fisherwomen for Jesus and carrying out the Great Commission. And then thirdly, how will you sustain developing and multiplying more leaders in your church to continue servicing these people coming into your church through the ministries, the ministering and witnessing, the missionary work of your members? And so you'll look at primarily developing more leaders for these small groups as your church continues to reach out into the harvest and bring that harvest in. So that's what I'm looking for in the final project, those three things. One, how will you encourage, equip, engage your members into the harvest work? Secondly, how will you assimilate those responding to that harvest work of the members of your church and bringing them into a group that they're receiving encouragement, nurturing, edification, and equipping to be sent back out to be ministers and missionaries of Christ? And then thirdly, how will you be raising up and multiplying more leaders to continue servicing these ministries of your people going out, people coming in, and small groups being multiplied in your church? So thank you so much, class, for keeping that in mind. As you go through your 4 model analysis papers, you'll want to keep an eye on that final project and what you would like to put together as far as your ideal church, what it would look like and feel like, smell like, as far as the attitudes of the people, and what's being delighted in the Lord as to your practicing church and the values you'll want to embrace to accomplish His Great Commission together. Well, thanks, class. Have a great rest of the week, and I look forward to these papers coming in on your first model analysis. God bless you. Bye.